Mississippi Canna fam, what's going on? What's cracking? Nice fall, gloomy day today. Just want to remind everybody, man, be grateful that we here. Be grateful for life. Lot of lot of slowness, sluggishness, dragging along, constipation of the system right now with the Mississippi Medical Marijuana Program. But let's just not forget that years and years ago, we were hoping and wishing for something like this in the state. So now, we're just working, moving, and grooving with it. So, and here we are, Mississippi Canada TV. Your host, Chris, we're here. As always, you know, you know what I'm gonna say, man. Go check out some of those pretty previous videos. Comment, subscribe. Thank you for the engagement. I appreciate all my Canada heads out here holding it down. Super optimistic about where the industry is headed here in Mississippi. But I got a pretty good question today, man. This is something I want everybody to think about. You know, I feel like what's for me is gonna be what's for me, and you know what I'm saying, and what's for you might be what's for you. So me sharing something and helping somebody get to a specific spot doesn't necessarily mean that hey, I'm cutting myself out of something or anything like that. But we here to share the information. That's what Mississippi Canada TV is all about. That's how we bringing it. So I want to ask everybody something. Are you sitting on $1 million worth of cannabis game? And when I ask that question, I want you to really think about it. Are you sitting on $1 million? Like when a company decides, right, that it's gonna go and get into an industry or something like that, right? There's a certain amount of R&D, research. Gotta do market research. You gotta know what's going on. Gotta know about your product, the trends, the up and downs, the in and out, the intricacies, the shit nobody tells you about. You know what I'm saying? And I just want all my cannabis connoisseurs out here to remember. I just posted in the previous video talking about, the opportunities available economically wise if you choose to step into the footprint of the Mississippi cannabis space. But check this out. If you've been, enjoying cannabis the past decade or so, you know, your plug, your supplier, who however you've been doing that thing, however you've been rocking, um, through that engagement, you've been understanding dips in the market, market value, what things are worth in the marketplace. And if you're a connoisseur smoker, which I hope most of us are, you've been tasting and sampling and getting your hands on everything just as a person that enjoys flower. Man, you have to understand that that's years and that's value to that type of R&D. If you develop a palate where you understand the different terpene profiles, the different medicinal effects, desirable traits, undesirable traits, things like that. I mean, you're holding on to something. Don't overlook that. You know what I'm saying? That's valuable information. It's a lot of people that's going to hit our marketplace and have a lot of money in hand and a lot of connections, but they don't have those years of R&D, of being a consumer, actually knowing what the marketplace really wants, what the streets want. You know what I'm saying? All of that good shit. So, you know, I encourage everybody to find your niche. You know what I'm saying? Whether it be, you make a great edible. You know what I'm saying? I was talking to a family member, man, and apparently in this area, there's somebody that's making juices, the whole nine. Like, there are people quitting their jobs right now. The edible thing is apparently booming. So there are people quitting their jobs to get in the edible space. So, if you got something like that, if you got a product that you think is a one-off, you think is exceptional, or you have a branding strategy, a marketing strategy behind it, man, jump out in that space. Me myself, like I told you guys, I'm a professional chef, been in culinary like the past 16 years. I kind of see this myself as a transition of careers. Um, so don't be weary of that. I definitely understand the stigma because that same cousin was telling me how his mother-in-law has MS and the doctor won't prescribe her cannabis or give the recommendation for cannabis, doesn't think she needs illicit drugs at this point. See, that's the type of shit that's gonna keep us back. So it's up to folks like us who are tuning into these channels, Mississippi Cannon TV, all the other good outlets that I'm seeing, to really jump out here and advocate for our folks. Um, you know, and on top of those things too, if you've been cultivating, man, I know that's a very touchy subject. Down in the bottoms of the Bible Belt South, everybody don't really let everybody know what's going on, but we all know what's going on. And if you've been cultivating, man, and you're coming when you're breeding program, you're crisscrossing genetics, step out there with it, man. Network, like I said in the last video, get that community of people that you're interested in. If you can't find that group, build that group. Start networking amongst each other. I mean, we all know. I mean, you're gonna have to practice before you step out here as a grower. Big dog shit. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get you some practice in. So, I encourage that, man. And also, any of those people, the growers, you got passionate about a project. You're passionate just about cannabis in itself. You want to be a bud tender. You want to work in the dispo. You want to work in the cultivation. You got an idea for a dope cannabis product? Here I am. Hit me up, man. Come on the show. I love to do a dual interview, highlight somebody, get some more folks. I know y'all. I know I'm a handsome country guy, but I know y'all probably want to see somebody else on here besides me. So that's all I want to bring today. Should have put that on mute. That's all I just want to bring to the game today. Um, just to drop that on you guys, and I hope that everybody's pushing forward and doing their thing. And man, keep supporting me, stay up with me, and I'm gonna keep dropping the heat. We're gonna keep collabing, and that's how it's gonna go. Appreciate you guys.